Lyra walked alone on the long, dusty road. The morning sun was still soft, and the cold wind touched her face like a memory she did not want to remember. The road was empty, silent, and endless. She walked it every day. Not for exercise, not for a routine, she walked it because she had no choice. Every morning, she walked miles to her daughter's school, got no cars, no taxis, no friends to drop her. She walked because she had to stay hidden. She walked because she was not human. She walked because she feared what people would do if they discovered the truth. Lyra pulled the hood of her coat lower over her face. Her skin was a little different. Her eyes were not like human eyes. If someone looked too long, they might see the truth. And truth, in her experience, was dangerous. Ahead, the school building stood behind a metal gate. Children rushed inside with laughter and backpacks bouncing on their shoulders. Parents waved goodbye. Teachers greeted the kids. It looked normal, safe, happy, like a life she wished she could have. But that life was not for her. Lyra stayed far away, behind a small row of bushes beside the road. She never went close. She never stepped inside. She only watched from the distance, like a shadow. Her daughter, Nora, ran toward the school doors. Her hair moved like sunlight. Her small backpack looked heavy on her soft little shoulders. Lyra's heart warmed and hurt at the same time. Nora was half human, half alien, a child who did not belong to any world. Lyra whispered to herself in a shaking voice, "Stay safe, my little star." She could not hug her. She could not tell her that she loved her. She could not risk anyone seeing them together. Humans had rules. Humans had fear. Humans had hunted Lyra's people before Dot, so she watched, quietly, like a silent guardian. After Nora entered the school, Lyra finally relaxed. She took a slow breath and turned to start the long walk back. But today, something was different. A truck engine growled behind her on the road. Lyra stopped. A cold feeling moved through her stomach. The truck was large, old, and heavy, with red paint scratched like claw marks. It rolled slowly toward her. Too slowly. Like the driver was studying her Dot, she kept walking, pretending not to notice. Her heartbeat grew louder in her ears. Her hands shook. She pulled her hood lower. She did not want trouble. She did not want attention. But the truck did not pass her Dot. It slowed down. It matched her pace. Lyra felt the air turn to ice. She walked faster. The truck rolled beside her. She heard the window begin to slide open. The sound felt like a blade. When she finally looked toward the truck, she saw a man staring at her. He was middle-aged, with tired eyes and a face carved by the road. His uniform suggested he was a truck driver, but something about him felt different. Too observant. Too calm. Too focused. "Morning," he said. His voice was rough, but controlled. Lyra nodded once, politely, but she did not speak. "You walk this road every day," he continued, not as a question, but as a statement. "Miles, in the cold, in the heat, never miss a day." Lyra swallowed. "I like walking," she lied in simple words. "Do you?" he asked. "Or are you just scared of being seen too closely?" Her breath stopped. He leaned forward a little, and his eyes seemed to look through her hood right into her, as if he saw everything she was trying to hide. "You're different," he said quietly. "Aren't you?" No accusation, just truth. Lyra stepped back, fear rising like fire. "Please." "I do not want trouble," she whispered. The driver rested his arms on the window frame. "Trouble isn't here yet," he said. "But it's coming." Lyra froze. The wind whispered through the trees nearby, making the moment feel heavier. The road behind her was empty. No one to help her. No one to save her. She was alone, like always Dot, But then the man said something that changed everything. "I know what you are." Silence. Heavy like stone, Lyra felt her heart break, not because he discovered her secret, but because now she had to decide if she should run. The man's voice softened slightly. "Listen, I'm not here to hurt you. Not yet, but I need to know why you're here. Why you watch that girl every day. Why you hide." Lyra's voice shook. "She is my daughter." The man's eyes widened, confusion flickering like a spark. "Your daughter? The girl in that school?" Lyra nodded. The man stared at the school gates, then back at her. Something inside him changed, like gears turning, like memories waking up. He whispered, almost to himself, "They told us your kind didn't have children with humans. They said it was impossible." Lyra took a trembling breath. Impossible things are still real. The man looked away, troubled. "If the agency finds out, they won't stop. They'll take her. They'll take both of you." Lyra stepped backward, fear turning her cold. "Please, don't tell them." The driver did not answer. He simply rolled the window back up, and the truck slowly drove forward, leaving dust in the air. Lyra watched it disappear down the road. She did not know if he was a threat or a chance. She did not know if her world was ending or beginning. She only knew one thing. Everything had just changed. And tomorrow, the walk would not be simple anymore. The next morning, the world felt different. The sky looked the same. The wind moved the same, and the dusty road waited like always. But the fear was new. It followed Lyra like a shadow. She walked again. Slow steps. Careful steps. Every sound made her jump. Every car engine felt like danger. She did not know if the truck driver would return, but she feared he would. Nora, her daughter, walked beside her today. Only until the first turn. After that, Nora would go ahead alone, so no one connected them together. It broke Lyra's heart, but it was the only safe way. Nora looked up with big, bright eyes. "Mama, will you watch from the bushes again?" "Yes," Lyra whispered. "Always." Nora squeezed her mother's hand once before running ahead toward school. Lyra watched her go, fear and pride fighting inside her chest. She deserves more than secrets, Lyra thought. More than hiding. But dreams were dangerous. Reality was harsher. As Nora disappeared into the school gates, Lyra turned to leave and froze. The truck from yesterday waited on the side of the road. Red paint. Scratched metal. The engine off, but not resting. Waiting. Like a predator that didn't need to move to be dangerous. The driver stepped out. He didn't rush. He didn't shout. He just stood there with his hands at his sides, as if waiting for her to run or speak or attack, whatever she chose. "I didn't report you," he said. His voice was calm, but not kind. Controlled, but not cruel. Like someone trying to convince himself he made the right choice. Lyra didn't move. "Why not?" The man took a deep breath. "Because I needed to see your daughter with my own eyes yesterday. Needed to know if she looked like you. If she was different. And," Lyra whispered, "she looks human. Almost perfectly human. But her eyes..." He shook his head. "I've seen those eyes. In old files. Classified missions. War reports." Lyra felt her lungs tighten. She had hoped Earth had forgotten. She was wrong. "What do you want?" she asked. The man stepped closer. Not threatening, just certain. "Answers first. Then maybe I help you. Or maybe I walk away." She stared at him. Distrust wrapped around her like chains. "You knew what I am. But you didn't say what you are." A thin smile touched his face. "Name's Adam. Truck driver on paper. Government asset in reality." I used to work with an agency called the Department of Extraterrestrial Risk Control, DERC. We hunted your people before. Lyra's blood turned cold. The agency that destroyed her colony. The agency that chased her through star systems. The agency that called her species threats, not people. You killed us, Lyra said softly. Adam looked down, shame tightening his jaw. I followed orders. Did you enjoy it? Her voice trembled with pain. No, he replied. But I didn't question it either. He met her eyes. Not until now. Silence weighed between them. Heavy, human, broken. A radio crackled inside his truck. A woman's voice spoke sharply. Unit 7, we lost signal on your tracker. Report status. The alien female was seen again. Orders stay the same. Capture. No public scene. Lyra's heart nearly stopped. Adam reached into the truck and switched the radio off. Listen to me, he said quickly. They don't know I found you. They think I'm still searching. You expect me to trust you? Lyra stepped back. Her hand glowed faintly, blue light moving under her skin like living electricity. My people trusted humans once. We paid in blood. Adam raised both hands slowly. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to make this right. If there's still a way. She didn't lower her guard. There isn't. He looked toward the school. There's a child involved now. That changes things. A deep pain moved in Lyra's eyes. Yes, it changes everything. For a moment, the wind was the only sound. Leaves rustled. Dust rolled. Two worlds stood face to face, the hunted and the hunter. Adam sighed. There's something you need to know. Yesterday, after I drove away, I got a message. A directive. They know about the child now. Not officially, but enough to start looking. Lyra's knees almost buckled. She steadied herself on the fence. No. She whispered. Not her. She has never hurt anyone. They don't care, Adam said. The agency only sees what she could be, not what she is. Lyra's voice broke. She is a girl. Nothing more. Adam nodded. Then let's keep it that way. Before she could respond, a black SUV appeared far down the road. Dark windows. No license plate. Government. A hunter vehicle. Adam cursed under his breath. They're early. They should not have arrived this fast. Lyra's glowing hand brightened, instinct ready to fight. If they touch her, I won't let them, Adam said. But you need to trust me long enough to run. Run where? Lyra demanded. Adam pointed toward the mountains in the distance. There's an old transport station. Underground, abandoned. The government used it years ago to move alien prisoners. It still has machines, energy tunnels, portals, engines. Some of them might still work. Lyra stared. You want to take us to a prison? He shook his head. No, to a door. Maybe a door out of this. Maybe a door home. Her heart pounded. Home. A word she feared and wanted at the same time. Another SUV turned onto the road. Hunting. Searching. Coming. Adam moved toward his truck. I'll pick up your daughter. Meet me at the old railway bridge outside town. If you don't come, I'll get her to safety alone. Lyra didn't know if he was a liar or a savior, a threat or a chance, but she knew one truth. If she stayed, she would lose everything. She turned toward the school. Adam turned toward his truck, and the road ahead began to change their destinies. Old railway bridge stood like a dead skeleton. Of metal and rust. It was far from the town, far from the school, far from human eyes. The wind whistled through broken beams, and the ground was covered with dust, dry grass, and forgotten tracks. It felt like a place where secrets came to rest, Lyra reached it first. Her feet were shaking. Her hands would not stop trembling. She kept looking behind her, expecting black SUVs to appear at any moment. The sky above was gray, like storm clouds were waiting for permission to fall. She heard a truck engine. Adam arrived, but he wasn't alone. Little Nora sat in the passenger seat, her backpack still on her shoulders, confusion in her eyes. "Mama?" Nora called, stepping down from the truck. Lyra ran to her, dropped to her knees, and held her daughter tight. Not a soft hug this time, a desperate one, like she was holding the world before it slipped away. "I'm here," Lyra whispered. "I'm here. I won't let them take you." Adam stepped out, giving them space. He didn't speak for a moment. He seemed to understand that there were no words for a reunion, like this one built from fear instead of joy. Nora looked between them. "Mama, why are we running? Who are those men?" Lyra brushed Nora's hair gently. "Bad people, my star. They think we are dangerous. They don't understand us." Adam spoke quietly, trying not to scare the child. "They're trained to capture anything that isn't fully human, anything they can't control." Nora frowned. "But I'm human. I go to school. I draw pictures. I read books." Adam looked at her with sad eyes. "They don't see what you are. They see what you could become." Lyra stood, shielding Nora behind her. "If they come here, I fight. I won't run anymore." Adam shook his head. "You don't understand. Dercy doesn't fight fair. They don't come to battle. They come to collect. They'll use gas, EMP, suppression fields, memory blockers. They'll take her and erase the rest of your story." Lyra's hands glowed faintly. Blue lines of energy moved under her skin, like living starlight. Nora noticed. "Mama, your skin." Lyra quickly covered her hands, but the light wouldn't stop. Her fear was too strong, her control slipping. Adam stepped closer, lowering his voice. "You're starting to awaken again, aren't you? Your powers. They're returning." "I don't want them," Lyra whispered. "I don't want to be a weapon anymore." Adam hesitated, choosing his words. "Then don't be. Be a shield instead." The secret file. Adam walked to the back of his truck and pulled out a metal case. He set it on the ground. The lock opened with a coded beep. Inside were classified documents, old and yellowed like ghosts from another life. He handed one to Lyra. It showed an alien species profile. Picture alien eyes like hers. The title, Project Fallen SDAR Species Extraction Record. Lyra Kai, Sector Exile. Lyra's heart dropped. She read the words in silence, her hands shaking. "Your name was on a list," Adam said. "A list of survivors. A list of targets." Nora clung to her mother. "Why are we targets?" Adam looked down. "Because long ago, your people saved humans. They shared technology. They helped us during the Sky War. But when the war ended, the government saw them as a threat, not allies." Lyra closed the file. "They betrayed us." Adam nodded. "Yes." Wind screamed through the bridge, like the world itself was angry. The first SIG, and suddenly, Nora gasped and grabbed her head. "Mama, it hurts." Lyra dropped to her knees beside her. "Nora, what's wrong?" Adam took a step forward. "Is she sick?" "No," Lyra said, panic growing. "It is her blood. Her power. It is waking." Nora's eyes opened, and for a moment they glowed. Not like Lyra's blue light. Something stronger, brighter. A golden flare, like fire and stars mixed together. The air trembled. Dust lifted off the ground. Loose metal shook. Adam stumbled back. Good God. She's not just half alien. She's something else. Lyra held Nora close, trying to calm her. "It's okay. Breathe, my star. Just breathe. Nora's voice trembled. I heard something. In my head. A voice. What voice? Lyra whispered. Nora looked toward the mountains. It said, the gate is waking. Hurry. Adam froze. Gate? There's a gate? Lyra's eyes widened with fear. The old station. The one you talked about. It is not a prison, Adam. It is a doorway. A doorway to where? Adam asked. Lyra answered with a shaking breath. To my home. To the world I fled. To the place they destroyed. Footsteps on the road, a distant rumble echoed. Engines. Not one. Not two. Many. Single quotes. S radio still inside. The truck crackled to life on its own. A cold voice spoke. Agents in position. Target located near the old bridge. Move in. No survivors if resistance begins. Adam grabbed the keys. We need to leave, now. Lyra lifted Nora, her hands glowing. Brighter than before. Then take us to the gate, she said, before they take everything. They ran toward the truck. Dust rose, engines closed in. The world of humans and the they. World of stars crashed together. And the path to the gate and destiny began. Engines roared like thunder behind them. Adam started the truck. Lyra climbed in with Nora, holding her daughter tight as dust rolled around the wheels. The truck lunged forward, tires screaming against broken stones. Behind them, black SUVs appeared, 3, then 4, like hungry shadows racing across the old road. Hold on. Adam shouted, shifting gears so hard the metal groaned. Lyra pressed Nora close. Don't look back, she whispered. Nora looked anyway. The SUVs were gaining fast. Their windows were dark, like eyes with no soul. Antennas on the roofs glowed red tracking signals. Alien suppression fields. Weapons ready to fire. They were not hunting. They were capturing. Lyra saw the fear in Adam's face as he glanced in the mirror. They came prepared. They know exactly who they're chasing. Lyra's voice sharpened. Then don't let them catch us. Adam pushed the truck harder. The road curved left, a narrow dirt path leading toward the mountains where the abandoned station waited. If they reached it, maybe they had a chance. If they failed, there would be no second chance. The chase bejesus the first SUV accelerated and slammed forward like a predator. A loudspeaker crackled. Unit 7, stand down. The alien and hybrid child are property of Dercy. Adam growled. Property? They're not objects. They're people. He jerked the wheel. The truck swung around a turn, so sharp the world tilted. Nora cried out and held her mother. Lyra wrapped her arms around her daughter, her skin glowing brighter every second. They are getting closer. Lyra shouted, I see them. Adam yelled back. The SUV rammed the truck's bumper. Metal screamed. The impact threw Lyra forward. Nora gasped. Adam fought the wheel, muscles shaking. They'll flip us if they hit again. He growled. In the back seat. Something began to happen. Lyra's fear was turning into energy. Blue light crawled up her arms like living lightning. The power she tried to bury for years was climbing to the surface. Mama. Your hands, Nora whispered. Lyra stared at them with terror. I can't stop it. I don't know how anymore. Adam saw the glow from the mirror. His voice trembled. If you can do anything, do it now. Lyra closed her eyes. She did not want to be a weapon, but she wanted to be a mother more. She raised her hand. Light exploded from her palm, like a sudden storm. Not a beam, just a pulse, silent but powerful. It rolled across the road like a blue wave. The nearest SUV hit the wave, and its engine died instantly. Electricity cracked. The vehicle swerved out of control and flipped into the ditch dust and metal flying. Adam stared. You just EMPD them? By instinct. I didn't mean to, Lyra whispered. It just happened. Nora looked between them, eyes wide. I think I can do that too. Both adults fell silent. The world felt suddenly heavier. Adam's CHUICVs charged forward. Adam twisted the wheel again, almost losing control. The truck climbed a rocky slope, bouncing violently. The abandoned station was miles away, but visible now like a dark mouth in the mountain. Almost there, Adam said. If we reach that gate, we might... A gunshot cracked the air dot. The back of the truck window shattered. Glass rained across the seats. Nora screamed. Lyra shielded her with her glowing arms. Bullets hit the truck against sparks, flashing like angry stars. They're firing at a child. Adam yelled, anger burning through his voice. What kind of people do that? The kind who fear what they don't understand, Lyra answered. Adam slammed his foot down on the pedal. Then I'm done helping them. From now on, I'm with you. Lyra stared at him, shocked. You would leave your world? To protect us? He nodded once. Maybe my world wasn't worth staying with if it hunts children. The truck hit another curve. The station came closer. Broken towers, rusted wires, collapsed solar panels. A dead place. But a place with secrets. Behind them, the last SUV raised a device on its roof. Red energy built around it like a storm. Lyra recognized it instantly. Suppression field. If that hits us, Nora finished her sentence in a whisper. We lose our powers. The beam fired. Adam swerved. It grazed the truck. Lyra screamed as her glow flickered like a candle dying in the wind. Nora clutched her head, shaking. I can't lose control again. Lyra cried. Adam made a decision. One that would change everything. He turned the wheel and sped directly toward the station downhill road. I'll get you to the gate. I'll hold them off. Lyra grabbed his arm. You can't face them alone. Adam looked at her, eyes full of regret and courage. I faced the wrong side for years. Let me finally stand on the right one. The truck skidded to a stop near the entrance of the abandoned station. Adam threw the door open. Run. Take her to the gate. Don't look back. Lyra hesitated, but only for a heartbeat. She lifted Nora and ran toward the massive metal doors of the underground station. The doors were cracked open like a mouth to another world. Adam stayed behind. The last SUV arrived and agents stepped out, black armor, weapons ready, masks hiding their faces. Adam reached into the truck, pulled out an old shotgun, and racked the chamber. His voice echoed across the valley. You want them? You go through me. The agents surrounded him. Lyra looked back only once, just long enough to see the man who used to hunt her, now choosing to protect her. The door to the underground station slid open. Darkness waited inside. The gate waited. And with a shaking breath, Lyra stepped into the shadows toward fate. The underground station was cold and silent, like a forgotten grave of machines. The air smelled of rust, old wires, and dust that had not been touched for years. Lights flickered weakly along the ceiling, glowing like dying stars. The walls were covered in old symbols and warning signs from a time when this place was alive. Lyra held Nora's hand and moved deeper inside. Their footsteps echoed through long metal corridors. Each echo sounded like someone or something following. Mama, Nora whispered, voice shaking. Is this place safe? Lyra didn't answer. She didn't know. She wished she did. They passed broken control panels, shattered glass screens, and rusted doors. The station felt abandoned, but not dead. Something inside it slept, waiting to wake up. A deep humming noise vibrated beneath the floor like a heartbeat, hidden in the metal. Nora pointed ahead. Mama, look. A large door stood at the end of the hallway. It was circular, made of heavy steel, and covered with alien symbols. Some glowed faintly blue and gold like distant galaxies. The symbols responded to Nora's presence, glowing brighter when she stepped forward. Lyra froze. It recognizes her, she thought. The gate knows her blood. Nora reached her hand out. A symbol lit up under her palm. The door vibrated, unlocking like ancient bones cracking open. With a heavy metallic sigh, it slid apart. Behind it was a massive chamber. The ceiling stretched high like the inside of a cathedral. In the center stood a machine, a giant ring made of metal, wires, and glowing crystals. Energy pulsed inside it like lightning trapped in a circle. A gate, a door to another world. Nora stared with wide eyes. "Mama, is this your home?" Lyra nodded slowly, tears in her eyes. "This is the last doorway that connects Earth to where we came from. Our past, our lost sky." Nora stepped toward it. "Will we go through?" Lyra didn't answer, because footsteps echoed from behind. The hunters break eye, and from the corridor they came through, voices and boots thundered forward. "Unit teams, move. The targets are inside. Secure the hybrid child first. Use suppression fields. Take them alive." Black armored agents rushed into the station, weapons raised. Their helmets glowed with scanning lights. They formed a circle around the entrance, like a human cage closing. Lyra grabbed Nora's shoulders. "Stay behind me." The first agent fired. A glowing red bolt of energy shot forward. Lyra raised her hand instinctively. Blue light burst from her palm and blocked the shot like a shield of stars. The blast hit like a hammer. Lyra fell to one knee, shaking, but she forced herself up again. Nora cried out. "Mama!" Lyra's voice was sharp, powerful. "Get back!" Another agent fired. Lyra blocked it again, but the force pushed her backward. Her glow flickered like a candle in wind. One agent stepped forward with a suppression device. "Target is weakening. Deploy inhibitor." He fired a net of red electricity. It wrapped around Lyra's arm. She screamed as her energy sparked violently. Nora ran forward, tears in her eyes. "Stop hurting her." The agent turned, raising his weapon. "Stay back, hybrid. You belong to us now." Something inside Nora snapped. A power AWA came suddenly. The chamber shook. The gate behind them glowed brighter, responding to her fear. Nora's eyes lit up like burning sun's gold and white. Her hair lifted like wind moved through it. Even the agents froze. "What is happening?" One shouted. "Mama," Nora whispered, voice echoing like two voices speaking at once. "One human. One not? I hear the gate calling." Lyra tried to reach her, but the net held her down. "Nora, don't. You can't control it yet." But the gate responded anyway. Symbols across the metal ring blazed to life. The machine roared like a storm. Sparks of energy spun in the center, forming a swirling portal, blue, gold, and white like galaxies colliding. A wormhole. A road to another world. The agents panicked. "Shut it down. Too much energy, fall back." "She's activating the system." But Nora stepped forward, tears running down her glowing face. "I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want us to be free." She lifted her hands. A wave of golden energy exploded outward, not sharp, not deadly, gentle, but strong enough to throw every agent backward like wind pushing leaves. They hit the walls and dropped their weapons. Lyra gasped as the electric net broke. She stumbled forward, grabbing her daughter. "Nora! You have to stop. You'll burn yourself out." Nora shook her head. "I can't stop. The gate is waking. It wants us to choose." The portal grew larger, filling the chamber with light. It wasn't violent. It felt like a sunrise. Freedom. Escape. Home. Footsteps. echoed again. He had come. Adam Aritune's Adam staggered into the chamber, his uniform dirty, face bruised, shotgun in hand. He had fought his way through. Somehow he made it. Lyra stared at him in shock. "You're alive." Adam nodded, short of breath. "Didn't plan on dying today." An agent tried to rise behind him. Adam struck him with the shotgun and knocked him down. He pointed at the swirling gate. "If you're going through, it has to be now. More units are coming." Lyra looked at the portal. Another world. A place where she might be safe. Where Nora wouldn't be hunted. But she looked back at Adam. "You come with us?" she said. Adam froze. "Me? You said you wanted to stand on the right side," Lyra whispered. "Then stand with us." Nora held out her small hand toward him. "We don't want to leave you." For a moment, Adam looked at the portal like a man standing at the edge of destiny. His home behind him. His future ahead. And no turning back. He reached out and took Nora's hand. "Then let's run," he said. Together. They stepped toward the gate, light wrapped around them. The portal roared. The hunters rose. Again. A gunshot echoed, and everything vanished into white. The next morning came fast. But Elena did not sleep well. Her body was still weak after the escape, and her skin glowed brighter than before. It looked like her alien energy was growing stronger. She did not know if it was good or dangerous. Thomas sat near her, watching carefully. He could see fear in her eyes. "You don't have to hide anymore," he told her softly. Elena shook her head. "I didn't hide because I wanted to. I hid because humans were not ready for the truth." Mia sat between them, confused but trying to be brave. She was scared, but she trusted her mother. The Peel and Thomas spoke first. "If those soldiers captured you, they will come again. We need a plan. We need to reach Orion Base first." Elena looked at him with shock. "You know about Orion Base?" Thomas nodded slowly. "I heard rumors. Truck drivers talk. They say there is a hidden airport in the mountains. Some say aliens work there with the government." Elena looked down. It was true. Orion Base was connected to her planet. Her people left technology there when they first came to Earth. It was her only hope now. "But," Thomas said, "how do we get there?" "Roads are blocked. Border is closed. They will check every station." Mia suddenly stood up. "We don't run," she said. "We fight back," Thomas smiled. "You sound like your mother." The journey be giants they packed quickly. Food, water, a map, and fuel. Elena put on a hood to cover her glowing skin. They moved before sunrise, hoping no patrols were awake yet. The truck engine roared quietly. Thomas drove fast but careful. The highway ahead was empty. Too empty. Mia looked out the window. "Where is everyone?" Thomas didn't answer. He knew. They were being watched. The ambulance 5 miles later. A drone flew above them. Beep, beep. A red light scanned the truck. Elena's heart stopped. "It found us," she whispered. The drone fired a tracer on the truck's roof. Thomas yelled, "Hold on." He turned the steering wheel hard, and the truck slid off the road into the forest. Branches hit the windows. Mud splashed everywhere. The drone followed. But suddenly, boom! Elena raised her hand and released a burst of alien energy. A glowing shockwave exploded in the air, and the drone fell, broken. Thomas stared in disbelief. "How did you do that?" Elena looked at her hands. "I don't know. My power is changing. I never had this much strength before. Something is happening to me." The dark SECR, they reached an abandoned cabin in the woods and stopped to rest. Elena felt dizzy. Her energy flickered like a failing light. Thomas helped her sit down. "Elena, why are they hunting you?" "The full truth." Elena closed her eyes. She could not hide it anymore. I am not just a mother. I am a scout officer from a different world. I came to Earth to study humans, to understand them, to protect my daughter. But my people discovered a dangerous signal on Earth, a signal that can destroy planets. I came to stop it. Thomas froze. So Earth is in danger? Elena nodded. And the people chasing us, they want that signal. They want alien power. They want war. Mia covered her mouth. My school. My home? Everything? Yes, Elena whispered. If they activate the signal, everything will burn. The CHOI's Thomas stood up. And we don't run anymore. We go to Orion Base. We stop them. Elena looked at him. You would risk your life for us? Thomas nodded. I started as a truck driver. Now I feel like I am part of something bigger. If saving your daughter saves the world, I will do it. Mia hugged him tight. Thank you, Thomas. In that moment, they became more than just 3 people on the run. They became a team, a family formed by danger, trust, and destiny. The final MESSH Elena stood outside and looked at the sky. Stars moved strangely, like something was coming closer from space. Her breath shook. They are here, she whispered. My people? Or my enemies? I cannot tell yet. Far in the distance, military sirens began to rise again. Trucks, helicopters, spotlights coming like a storm. Time was running out. The next part of the journey would decide the fate of Earth. The next day arrived with cold air and heavy silence. Orion Base stood hidden deep inside the mountain steel doors, watchtowers and satellite dishes pointing straight at the sky. It did not look like a place for humans. It looked like a doorway between 2 worlds. Thomas parked the truck behind the trees. Elena stepped out slowly, her skin glowing bright blue now. The energy inside her was building, spreading like light under her veins. She could not control it much longer. Mia held her mother's hand tightly. Mom, what if they don't let us in? Elena looked down at her daughter. If they stop us, I will make a way. I promise to protect you. I will never break that promise. The APROESTE, they walked toward the gate. Guards raised their weapons immediately. Halt. Identify yourselves. Thomas stepped forward, shaking but brave. We need to speak to Commander Howe. Now. It's about the alien signal. The guards looked at each other in shock. Before they could answer, a deep voice echoed from the speakers. Bring them in. I have been expecting them. The gates opened. Inside Orion Base, the base, was huge tunnels, labs, glowing screens, strange technology mixed with human machines. It felt like the future and the past in the same place. Soldiers watched them like predators, not sure if Elena was an enemy or a weapon. Commander Halle appeared. A tall man, gray hair, calm eyes. He looked at Elena with a knowing expression. You came back? He said softly. Thomas stared. You know her? Halle nodded. Years ago, Elena warned us about the signal. She promised to stop it, but she disappeared before the mission was complete. Elena lowered her head. I had to protect my daughter. Everything changed when she was born. Halle looked at Mia with understanding. She is half human, half alien. That is why the hunters want her. She is the key. Thomas felt his chest tighten. The key to what? Halle answered with a heavy voice. To activate the signal. Or to destroy it. The last CHOIs. They reached a chamber with a giant machine taller than a building, humming with blue and red energy. It looked alive. This was the signal source. Halle spoke. If the signal turns red, Earth will burn. If it turns blue, the universe is saved. Only she, he pointed to Mia, can decide which way it goes. Mia froze. Her hands shook. Me? I'm just a kid. Elena knelt in front of her. You are not just a kid. You are the future of two worlds. Suddenly, alarm sirens explode. Boom! The doors behind them blasted open. Soldiers in black armor stormed in. The same hunters who once captured Elena. Their leader stepped forward, cold eyes, cruel smile. You brought the key right to us, he said. Thank you. Elena stepped in front of Mia. She will never activate the signal for you. The leader laughed. She won't have a choice. The BATL everything happened at once. The hunters opened fire. Thomas grabbed a shield and protected Mia. Commander. Hale's soldiers fought back. Elena rose into the air, glowing like a star, ready to explode. Her voice echoed through the room. This ends now. She released a massive wave of energy. Blue light spun through the air, turning weapons to dust, pushing the hunters back. But her power was too strong. It started tearing the room apart. Elena, stop! Hele shouted. You will destroy yourself. Elena looked at Mia, tears in her eyes. If it saves her, I accept it. Mia screamed, Mom, no! The girl ran to the machine, placed her hand on the control core. Blue light wrapped around her like a shield. The machine shifted red to blue, dark to bright. The earth shook, then became silent. The hunters disappeared in a flash of energy. The machine powered down. The danger was gone. Earth was safe. After the LIG smoke cleared, Thomas opened his eyes. Elena was lying on the floor, her glow fading like a sunset. Mia crawled to her and held her tightly. Mom, please open your eyes. Elena smiled weakly. You saved the world, Mia. I am so proud. Thomas knelt beside them. You're not dying. We will find a way to heal you. Elena touched his hand gently. Maybe I am not meant to die. Maybe I am meant to go home, to recover. Hale stepped forward. There is a ship ready. She can return to her world. She may survive if she goes now. Mia's voice cracked. But what about me? Elena wiped her tears. You stay, grow, live. This world needs you. And I will always come back. I promise. With that, she stood, walked to the launch bay, and turned one last time. She looked at Thomas. The man who changed everything. Thank you for saving us. The ship doors closed. Engines roared. And Elena, alien mother, protector, warrior left Earth. EPILOGU Thomas and Mia stood outside Orion Base, looking at the sky. A blue star shined brighter than all others. Mia whispered, She return one day. Thomas nodded. And when she does, the world will be ready.